Alright, round 3. We lose the die roll again. We just mulligan. Sure. Rogue Refiner, nice. Alright, this is a fine maul. It's mono red though. It's pretty tough. I guess I get a... Do I get a swamp? Don't actually think it really matters. Get a swamp. Hope he doesn't have a 2-mana removal spell. I feel okay. I mean, it seems like this is, without a Fatal Push, a hard matchup, or Walking Ballista, like kind of a tough matchup to win when we're on the draw, so yeah, we play out the Cub. We do have another Kenra beat. An on-crop Crasher is not the end of the world, but we do go to 10 life. Yeah, looks like it's a Crasher. Yep, that all happens. I'm at 10. Let's see what we draw here. Another Cub. I wonder if I can afford to attack with the first Cub. Just try to get into a weird race. Like, the Cubs hit real hard. And it kind of snowballs where if I don't attack this turn, then it's like 1 less damage every turn for a while. But I could just win by sitting back also. I think if he's got another Crasher or a Lightning Strike. Yeah, I think what I do is I just play the Cub. And I hold up Blossoming Defense. And, like, hope he goes for, like, another Crasher or something. It's entirely possible that I'm supposed to attack there. And hope he's just got lands. But, yeah, this is what we wanted. This is what we wanted. Because he's going to go all in, I think. No, he's not. Okay, that's fine. We have the same thing next turn. That makes sense, actually, because even if I have nothing, it's not really a great situation for him, because I can just eat one of these two. So the only attack he had was, like, attack with this no exert, which just seems awful. Field of Ruin, that's interesting. Let's see what he does here. He's probably going to make both my Cubs unable to block. If I've Blossoming Defense is interesting because he can't actually Lightning Strike or Abrade me. He's not attacking with this, which is a good sign. What I'm supposed to do is just KO both of these. Because this is... If I kill this, it's just going to come back and be good later. And, like, in 2 turns, the Crasher is going to come off Exert, which is also bad. Hazoret, yeah, that's fine. I mean, I'm not in great shape for the Hazoret. Hopefully we draw Hostage Taker. Man, we've really suffered with our draws, I think. Though I think it might actually just be this deck. But yeah. Hazoret is probably going to be game. Actually, maybe I should have attacked with one of my Cubs. That way I can make one a 6/6. It's hard to know. It's hard to say. I like have to chump this Hazoret this turn. No? I wonder what he has. He's just got a bunch of expensive spells. Like, he's got a bunch of Hazorets and Glorybringers in his hand? That seems like a weird... I guess he could have a shock. I really want to connect with one of these. Do I risk just losing one to a shock? He's got to have a shock. But if he had a shock, like, wouldn't he just shock me, put me to 4, attack? Yeah. So his hand has to just be, like, more Hazarets. It's kind of weird. Like, maybe another 3-drop. A Hazaret. Maybe a 2-drop even. He just wants to, like, pitch one. Try to draw out of it. I think I should attack with a Cub. Just never going to beat this Hazaret if I don't. He might even block with this. This is mostly just because I want to be able to make a Cub into a 6/6 and block his Hazaret on defense. I mean, he doesn't really beat anything, but... He's going to block. Okay, well, I'll pump my guy. If he's got a lightning strike or whatever, I get to blossoming defense. Yeah. So this works out kind of nicely. Because now if he draws another expensive spell, then he can't attack with Hazaret. Because he just used like a 2-drop. But it's very unlikely that he draws another expensive spell and can't attack with the Hazaret. Yeah, there's Scavenger Grounds. That's probably game. He doesn't have a Ramunap Ruins, though. No attacks. I don't really know what his plan is. Hostage Taker? Nope. Now I definitely can't attack, so I just have to pass. I suppose if he plays another land, he could return his Kenra. Yep, he had another Hazaret, which was as predicted. He's not attacking again? I really don't know what his plan is. He can get so punished for this. If I can just draw into a hostage taker. It's possible he thinks I have no outs to this. There's the hostage taker. Odds are that he's got like a lightning striker and a braid or something that is making him play this way, but I think I'd have to play around nothing. He's just gonna kill it right now. Oh, he's gonna discard that. Okay. That means he probably doesn't have something good. Do I attack with both or just one? Like, if he goes land, return the Kenra, I want to have a blocker for the Soulscar Mage, so I don't go to 3. But it's a situation where... Let's think about the attack. Like, I have significantly more damage. Going to 3 isn't great because of Lightning Strike, but... I guess if I attack with the Cub, I'm dead to an on-crop Crasher. Oh, no, I'm not. I have the Fatal Push. Yeah, attack with both Cubs. Sure. I have the Hazaret too, so I could actually maybe kill him next turn. What I'm hoping happens is he goes for like the Kenra. Alright. I'm gonna pump each one once. I think that's probably the best. Weird game. After all this, if he's got another Hazaret. Okay. But if he attacks with it... Yeah, I should have left another cub back, I suppose. Because now he gets an untapped Hazoret. Yeah, I kind of knew from earlier that he had like a bunch of expensive things. Okay. He did have a shock. This is just... I think that he is just... Probably could have played this better, but it is what it is. I suppose I can actually now just draw another hostage taker. Which is kind of funny. But if I draw another hostage taker, I might... Well, I mean, I'm dead to a lot of burn spells, but... I might just win. Actually, it's just lethal, right? 5. Yeah, it's lethal, but I didn't draw it. I could have actually maybe won that if I left a long tusk cub back. Like, I block. Play my own Hazoret. Though he had the shock, so actually I was just dead anyway, right? Because he can ping me for 2 more later. So we want these, and we want these. And I think we actually want to shave Blossoming Defense and Rogue Refiner. I'm not in love with Hostage Taker in this matchup just because they have so many ways of killing it, and they're siding in like Chandra and Glorybringer. So I think I can take 1 out pretty safely, and then 1 Siphoner. Siphoner is actually good, I think, even though, like, I think it's my worst 2-drop, but I think it's just important to have something. So we're gonna run this. Because if I just play this on the play, I can, you know, if he's making my creatures can't block it every turn, it's nice to have some sort of engine. Right? It's nice to have a card that will let me play my game or whatever. This is an interesting card because I think I'm going to top that and then just not attune. Because, so yeah, I have to spend the energy to attune. Like, I have to spend an energy on this, but I might get it back because I get an extra energy for attuning when I have the Constrictor, and this is just a guaranteed. I'm on the mulligan, he's on 5 cards. Like, if he was on 7 cards, then maybe I wouldn't, but just the guaranteed 2-drop, 3-drop curve. And not to mention the Rogue Refiner worst case scenario is just gonna fuel my Ether Hubs. Yeah, like, him being on the multiply, this just makes this... Oh, I played the wrong land, dude. Oh, good gracious. I actually was gonna play the Ether Hub, then at the last second I was like, oh, I don't need to, I shouldn't, and I got super, super punished. But what do I want here? I want a forest, I guess, because I have the Blossoming Defense. Pretty embarrassing, especially if he's got like a Crasher or a Kenra here. Doesn't have anything, so it kind of worked out, but well, if I draw a creature here, well, it's a Hostage Taker. It didn't punish me too much, but it obviously was a bad play. Don't think that's... I think that's the classic me rushing through stuff. Yeah, that resolves. If he has a Chandra here, I might just lose, but I think if he has a Hazoret or another creature, I want to have Hostage Taker with Blossoming Defense backup. Just a tune for an island. Play it, pass turn. Still in trouble against a Chandra. But making these land drops is nice. Like, I have 4 Ballistas in my deck. I still have Long Tusk Cub, which is a great draw, of course. Oh, he does have a Chandra? Yeah. It's possible I was supposed to just run out a Hostage Taker with no targets. But the Chandra isn't, like, as good, but I do have Blossoming Defense for the first activation. So if I draw something... Frost's Contempt. Alright, that's good. I guess since I have this as well. Lucky draw, but it's, like, not as backbreaking. I should have gotten a Swamp without a tune. Could get punished if he... Like, playing that 1 black is fine because I'm still on 6 energy, but if he draws, like, if he plays something I have to Fatal Push this turn, it's a lot worse. There's the Hazoret. Okay. So this game is going to turn around. Play the Hostage Taker, and I'm not going to play out the Cub. Just too greedy. And I have a really cheap hand, so actually I can get this Hazoret online pretty quickly once I untap. It's an Abrade. If he's got another spell, it's problematic, but looks like he doesn't. He's got a Sunscorched Desert. So I guess we got a Hazoret. It's pretty nice. And we didn't draw a land, so I actually can't attack with it. I guess I should fire in with the Hostage Taker. But that's probably game. Mono Red has trouble with Hazoret. So, and he's got nothing in play. Don't really know what he could do. He can shock me. If he's leaving shock in his deck, I'm much more likely to board out the Glint Sleeve Siphoner. No attacks, yeah. I guess I'd rather just pitch this land. Then play it. Next turn I can probably start attacking. I have to use energy, but like the Hazoret kind of mitigates the Cub. He's got a Glorybringer that could be a little annoying. He doesn't. I guess what I can do is I don't have to activate this right now. Which is kind of funny because it means I mistap my lands. Playing pretty loose here. I guess I don't have to do this now either. But I'm ahead on the Hazoret game, and from playing Mono Red Mirrors, I know, like, when you're ahead on the Hazoret, like, my opponent's going to be forced to do something really special here. Not to mention, I just have a lot of sick draws. Yeah, that happens. Good thing I didn't go for a big attack there. I don't think it was right, just because if he's got any removal, it's just super gross. Do I have to kill this? Not really. If anything, I'd want to... Yeah, it's just nobody's going to attack each other. I think I will just Fatal Push this. And activate this. Yeah, I mean, this is fine. I'm ahead on the Hazoret, and I have 5 energy. So, like, I have enough energy to kill him, I'm pretty sure, with just the Hazoret. And I actually have answers to the Hazoret in my deck where he doesn't. He's going to go upstairs. I mean, doesn't actually really accomplish much because he should probably save that for, like, a Hostage Taker, but whatever. He's just going to lose to my Hazoret. Might take me a while to win, but... I'm gonna braid the Cub. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I'm still ahead on my Hazoret. Though I suppose I do need energy. So it's possible I could lose this. Because he does have Ramunap Ruins. And a bunch of deserts. There's a Soulscar Mage, so he actually can kill my Hazoret. Like, but it's gonna take him multiple spells. And I can draw a Siphoner. I can draw a Hostage Taker. I could draw that. I think I will play that. Since he played this, like, he knows he's got to do something to break the Hazoret parity. I think I just play my creature out. And my creature's just better than his. I can draw Ballista now. For a second there, I actually thought I could lose. But I just have so many draws, like Rogue Refiner even. I have 3 Scavengers left, which are all like Time Walk against a Hazoret or whatever. But yeah, like if he plays one more land, he can just start throwing many deserts at me. So Blooming Marsh. Okay. Just wait. What? I guess it's kind of scary because now that he's got the Soulscar Mage, okay. Discard Sunscorched Desert, which I think is a misplay. I think it's just better for him to play it and then throw it at me, but it's 1 more damage. But yeah, we just sit here. Anyway, what I was saying is pretty scary. He can actually kill my Hazoret. I've been drawing pretty badly, all things considered. If he has to use 2 spells to kill my Hazoret, and then, you know, I can just win through other means, like a Ballista. So, yeah. Like I said, it was going to take a while. Either way. But this should be a win. Could he even attack here? What could he possibly have? Like, I pinged the Soulscar Mage twice. The Hazards have to bounce. Yeah, I guess we just wait. Doesn't really matter. I just have lethal on board. So he's got to, like, draw on a Braid or something, and he doesn't. So he's got Shock in his deck still. It makes me like Siphoner a little bit less. If the game plays out like that, actually, Scarab God might be good. And since he still has a Braid, so I think Scarab God's probably better than Gear Hulk on the draw. I think Baby Hostage Shaker is just necessary. He actually didn't, like, I didn't see Glorybringer. I saw Chandra, like, he boarded up to be a little bit bigger, but not necessarily that much bigger. I think Blossoming Defense is just crap on the draw, though. I think I'd rather have Siphoners and a Rogue Refiner. I could play Negate. It's not terrible. Could actually play Spell Pierce. I think I like Spell Pierce more than Negate. Yeah, let's cut one of these Rogue Refiners. Just gives me an ability to, like, Chandra's just so hard to beat with green-black decks. I do have Vraska's Contempt, but I think that Spell Pierce, I might be able to, like, it might be like a Blossoming Defense that also can tag a Chandra. And they sack lands and hold lands in their hand, so it actually might be good the entire game. Though, it's a huge hedge, right? Because the Negate is just so much more consistent. But the same reason that I don't want Blossoming Defense on the draw is, or it's the same reason I don't want Blossoming Defense on the draw that I don't want Negate. It's just like having that extra mana is just not guaranteed at all. Of course, here's the Spell Pierce, which is kind of funny. It actually is protecting me from a Chandra draw, because I can go turn 3 2-drop plus hold it up. So if that happens, that would be gas. He put a card on top. Okay. I think I'm just going to play Constrictor no matter what. Well, he actually just did nothing. I'm somewhat tempted to play the Siphoner now. Oh, I drew another Constrictor. Okay, well, never mind. The reason I want to play the Siphoner is it's like the worst 2-drop. So if he just kills the end of turn, I'd rather him have that. But he might not have a removal spell, which is why I want to play it the way I played it. Okay, nothing again. Let's see what we draw. Still in a really interesting spot. Now that I have another Ballista, my my Constrictor is even more valuable. So oops. I think I actually should play something else. I think I'm going to play a Lungtusk Cub. Because that also, with the Constrictor, like next turn, I can play the Constrictor or whatever. And get extra counters off on my Lungtusk Cub. Hoping for a Chandra. Oh my god. That's just sick. If we draw a land, the game's just over. That is just sick. It's exactly what I mean about Spell Pierce versus Negate. My deck's just full of 2-drops. Alright, so if we draw a land here, that's just, it's going to get real gross for my opponent. We don't draw a land. So I could play Siphoner, but I think I'd rather play the Ballista, because now that I'm stuck on lands, I'm not guaranteed to untap with it. Even though I'm going to have 2 energy, I'm not guaranteed to untap with it. So I'd rather just have the 4/4. And I can always play this later. And I've got 2 Ballistas to play, and it's likely that if I don't draw another land, then I'm just going to like be playing a Ballista next turn, trying to blitz him down. If he's got a Glorybringer, I could be in trouble. He's got an Hour of Devastation. That's a bit unexpected, but it's fine. If I draw a land, I have Siphoner plus extra card. If I don't draw a land, like he still kind of has to deal with this. I have a Vraska, so I have outs to... Chandra or Glorybringer or whatever. Getting really stuck on lands, though. So, this game might come down to me being able to draw land soon. Opponent is really flooded, though. Wow, they just have nothing. There's an Attune. It's possible they have another stupid Hour of Devastation. Honestly. So I need to figure out if I want to... Need to figure out if I want to play a Cub or a Ballista. I think I should just play playing a Ballista is better against another Hour of Devastation, because I'd like to play a Cub after the fact. It's just a much better creature. But at the same time, my hand is a little clunky, and if he has like a Glorybringer or something, I want to have 2 good threats in play at the same time. So I'm going to play the Cub. I'm not going to assume he's got another Hour of Devastation. It's pretty gross if he does. He kills that. Okay. He might have it, because he just killed my blue land. But like I said, you know, then I have multiple Ballistas. He's got an on-crop Crasher. Don't care. I'm at such a high life total. Ooh, he's letting me trade? Huh, he really must just be on air. Yeah, we just take it. Our Cub is worth more than his Crasher, since I have a million removal spells for his guy. Ooh, an Attune? That's nice. Now I have 6 lands for the Ballistas. Not gonna play around Hour of Devastation. I'm just gonna pump twice. Just put him at dead. Like, once he gets really low, even if he's got an hour, I can just burn him out with playing 2 big Ballistas. Oh, I've already played a land. Okay. So this looks pretty unlosable, I think. Chandra, yeah, that resolves. He's gonna plus Soulscar Mage. I'm gonna cast it. Okay, can't attack with the Crasher, I don't think. I almost want to not draw an extra card with the Siphoner, because the Cub being 5 is nice against the Chandra, but I guess the Ballista can finish off the Chandra, so yeah, we just draw extra. Doesn't really matter what we do. I guess we're still kind of thinking about Hour of Devastation, but if he had it, he would play it. So we're at the point in the game where I think if he draws it, like, my hand is very likely to be able to beat him. Whereas, you know, I have this versus nothing and the top of my deck. Actually, did I have lethal there? I didn't even really look. But I'm just going to attack the Chandra, whatever. It's fine. It's possible I had lethal. Like, with just, like, killing his 2 blockers with Frost's Contempt. I don't know. I don't think so. And then next, lethal assuming, it wouldn't be lethal this turn, but it might, like, be, like, he has no outs to a Ballista in a mono-red deck. But yeah, I mean, just dead. A Braid, okay. He is really fighting this out. Hoping this kills him right now. Alright, nice. Okay, beat mono red. Feels alright. Let's try another match.